Hello everybody! Welcome back to another video, and if you're new here, welcome. In this video, I'm going to be talking about Maya Knight, TikTok mom of twins, and one of many parents who choose to share their children's life publicly and profit off of them. I want to thank Acacia's Patreon on Twitter for helping me out with this video and providing some of the screenshots. Using children as content and for profit has been a phenomenon on the internet for a while now, and parents are publicly sacrificing their children's privacy, safety, and sanity on every platform. Thousands of creators built their careers solely off of their children and exploiting them to different degrees. This has become so common since the family vlogging industry blew up that most people don't even give it a second thought. As a parent, it's natural to want to share your kids with your followers because they're a huge part of family life and every parent can relate to each other through their children. But not everyone is seeking out content with kids for innocent reasons. Over the past few years, the dangers of sharing children online for monetary gain are becoming more obvious. There's been many creators who talked about this topic and why certain people are interested in this type of content. These will be linked in the description, and I'm thinking about making a video on this as well, but this topic genuinely makes me sick to my stomach, so I'm not sure when that will happen. Many parents are still unaware of the consequences of sharing their children online for profit, which is most likely the case with Maya Knight. Maya is a 26-year-old single mother of twin girls who started her TikTok account in June of 2021 when her daughters were almost 3 months old. She was sharing her daily life as a mother of two, what led her to becoming one, and daily updates about her twins.
So good news, guys. I definitely didn't get pregnant because no intercourse went on because I was throwing up. And then I took an hour-long shower, fell asleep in the shower. But
Scout, still mad at her, obviously. That's why I'm letting her cry. We're literally doing the walk of shame right now. My mom's picking us up. Yes, our jammies, right where. Okay, the babies are waking up, but I literally didn't have to stop. Like, that was a 6-hour drive, and I didn't have to stop because they slept the whole way. Well, Violet slept the whole way, and she's just waking up, and Scout cried. She didn't even cry, really. She, like, kind of whined for, like, an hour, and then slept. And then she's been awake and, like, pretty fine. Like, she's been whining a little bit, but not really. But also, my car says I have 15 miles left, and I just pulled into the gas station, so I am stupid. Definitely should have got gas, but I didn't want to stop because I didn't want them to wake up. Also, I'm starving. Like, I figured I was gonna have to stop. Do you see this? You want to see what Scout and I are having for breakfast? Cake. And it's peanut butter cake, which you're not supposed to give your babies peanut butter. But guess what? That's yummy.
She quickly gained followers, and in January of 2022, she has over 6.5 million TikTok followers. She posts very often. There are about 5 new TikToks each day. Her daughters Scout and Violet quickly became the main focus of Maya's social media presence. TikToks and Instagram posts featuring the babies get millions of views and likes, something that can be seen in many other creators' social media accounts whose content is centered around children. Maya's TikToks are basically short vlogs where she mostly shares videos of her kids, life updates, and private moments like bath time.
I just got a cider. And guys, I just started my period, so I'm not pregnant. Either that or it's implantation bleeding. You don't think that's funny?
Boo. Years and years ago, the Asian girl.
Now this is Donald the deer. Made this deer from old subfloor from one of our bedroom renovations, and just cut out these pieces on the CNC.
okay, there's fruit flies flying everywhere, and I'm freaking over it. Oh.
Scout has a bad diaper rash, so she's very sad, aren't you? Let's do a Baba's check. How many do you have? 1, 2, 3, 4.
Wow, I guess Mom did have to wake up a lot last night.
I caved and I did it. I hired a nanny. I was gonna wait until after the holidays because I don't want to make someone start right now, but when I woke up to shit all up her back, that was my final straw.
I can't even imagine what it would be like to grow up and find videos of myself as a baby and my mom talking about how my blowout was her last straw or filming me crying for millions of strangers online. But maybe that's just me. Maya's fans on TikTok are encouraging her to continue posting and earning money off of her kids. One user even calculating her income in the month of December based on their own earnings from the TikTok Creator Fund, which amounted to almost $30,000. This is a great way for a single mom of twins to provide for her family, but it's very unfortunate that this is coming at the expense of her children's autonomy and lives. Most of the time, when adults work, their income comes off solely off of their work and likeness. Maya's fans who think that her children aren't working or being exploited don't realize that Maya is able to make all this money only because of her children, because prior to having them, she wasn't a public figure. And even now, she doesn't have much to offer besides sharing her twins and talking about them. And while I do think that there is value in sharing her journey, there is no way that making money off of innocent children online, where there are not many protections for them, can end well. Regardless of how much Maya is able to provide for her daughters monetarily, they will never be able to make the choice of what and how much they want to share with others online, if at all. The negative effects of this are already becoming obvious. A lot of social media users are noticing the unhealthy obsession of Maya's followers with her twin girls.
I'm already in trouble with Maya Night followers, so I have something else to say, so I'm just gonna say it. For all the people in Maya's comment section last night throwing down comments like these, in my opinion, this is some strange and worrisome behavior that people.
I decided to go look through her comments myself, and a lot of them were uncomfortable to read. Maya's followers are counting the hours since her last TikTok and commenting how long it's been. Some comments are saying, "New day and still waiting for my girls. Where are they? I want to know if they smell the same. It's been 17 hours. Where are our kids? I miss my children already. Maya, where are you? It's been hours. Has anyone seen Maya and crew? It's way past bedtime and I'm worried sick." Some of Maya's fans see how dangerous this is, and someone pointed out that sharing her location is wrong, so at least some of her followers are looking out for her. Seeing these comments is very disturbing to me. If I was regularly posting my kids on social media and my following grew to over 6 million in less than a year, personally, it would be a red flag. If I got comments like these, I would be seriously scared for my family's safety, especially after I searched Maya's name on Google to find out more about her, and the top results showed that people are searching for her twins and her location. Maybe I'm too sensitive, but how would you feel if strangers were asking you about how your kids smell or calling them their own kids? Sound off in the comments. Maya recently opened up about hate comments she was getting and how toxic TikTok is.
Okay, I don't know if anyone else has noticed, but my comment section lately has not it. Like, a lot of negativity. And we don't like that in this house. Like, obviously, that's what happens when you have a lot of followers and you post what you do every day. Like, people just comment to comment. But TikTok is so toxic. Like, TikTok is the most toxic social media app ever. How's that backpack taste? Whose is that? I don't know if I want to chew. Okay, that's fine. But, like, I have never gotten a hate comment on Instagram. Like, never. And I don't really have any other social media, but
After scrolling her recent TikToks and their comments, I realized that these hate comments are mostly about being safe while traveling during a pandemic. Maya posted TikToks while traveling, including this one where her baby is in a public plane licking the glass during the global pandemic. It's pretty ironic that Maya calls these types of concerned comments hate while liking other comments where strangers pretend that they are a family and claim her children as theirs, which are far worse in my opinion. I saw a lot of comments of Maya's followers defending her and telling her to ignore these comments. A lot of them seem to be very young, and the adults defending her are clearly unaware of the dangers of posting children online for profit. But I could still find a few people with common sense in her comment section, and this interaction in particular was very interesting. A fan says, "Why is everyone mom shaming and judging her these past few videos? They're her babies, let her parent the way she wants to." Another says she never gives exact locations. Obviously, she's at a house or at a shop or something like that, but she's not giving her address. The first part of this reply is cut off. But basically, what they're saying is that there are people who are commenting they're going to find their babies, and that Maya's friend, who's often seen with the family, has no issue posting their location either. A reply says, "So you're protecting minors how? They're babies. Their mom is keeping them safe. It's not your family nor your babies, so why are you tripping so hard?" This one was particularly interesting to me. The commenter doesn't realize that by posting her kids, especially their current locations as they travel, is exactly what's endangering Maya's kids. She isn't protecting them by posting them on TikTok for views and money, while strangers are actively wanting to find their location. Luckily, the other person understands this and says that you're not keeping your baby safe when you exploit them to 6 million people. It's not mom shaming to caution a first time mother of fatal implications in her practices. Y'all need to listen instead of arguing things you don't know. And I agree, calling out a parent for doing something that is going to directly affect their children's safety, well being, and life in general is not mom shaming or parent shaming. Maya is sharing her twins to over 6 million people, posting at least 5 times a day, making money off of them, encouraging her fans to pretend to be her family, and liking comments like, "I genuinely hope he," meaning the twins' father, "is regretting every choice in his life not being able to love these kids the way we do."
So I'm gonna hold her, but
Scout needs to be babysat, so.
you guys just let her eat a Cheeto off the floor.
She's encouraging this type of parasocial relationship, but when fans make comments about keeping the children safe, as a family member would, Maya gets defensive and labels it as hate. I also understand not wanting any advice when it comes to the way you parent your children, but Maya's twins are the center of her content and the only reason people follow her, and when she encourages the fans to treat them as their own kids, they're going to care about them like their own kids. This means getting criticism because now it's everyone's responsibility to ensure Scout and Violet's well being, especially when it's so obvious how harmful it is to compromise children's safety, privacy, and lives for profit. The fans are also invested in Maya's relationships to the point of doxing the men she sees. In one TikTok, Maya is saying goodbye to a man and tells him she will call him back with pregnancy test results, and her fans all wanted to know more about him.
I'll call you in a few weeks with pregnancy test results.
But this man was never seen with Maya again, and people took it upon themselves to search for him. Many of Maya's comments agree with this, like this one. "So he did all this theater just to text you a few days later that goodbye, and not even sure if you are pregnant. Hate him, hope people find him." I don't think that people who comment this type of stuff realize that consent to sex is not consent to becoming a parent, regardless of the gender of the person. But some fans in Maya's comments are pointing out how wrong this is, saying the length some people have gone to in order to find out who he is awful. Some of her fake supporters have posted his address and info on her TikTok, harassed her guy friends to try and find out who he is, and harassed him. She wanted it kept private for a reason, but some people effed it up.
And I keep on getting messages from guys that I follow. Like, I literally had to go unfollow, like, all of my guy friends because you guys are, like, harassing them. So, like, you guys need to chill out. Like, you aren't gonna find him and we're never gonna see him again, and I'm sad about it and I'm sick of guys messaging me, so.
It's very interesting to see how different the comments in Maya's TikToks are. Some are in favor of Maya exploiting the twins for profit and showing every aspect of their lives, and others realizing that seeing them is a privilege, and Maya shouldn't feel pressured to post her kids online just because people are constantly asking for it. Maya has also been criticized for some of her behaviors in her TikToks, like drinking next to her babies while caring for them, leaving them to be watched by her followers while she steps away, feeding her kids old food off the floor, and saying one of them is favored over another.
Anything. I just hit her head. Scout is my favorite. And that is why I brought her with me. And
Maya claims that she's just making jokes, and a lot of these TikToks seem to be sarcastic and intend to make fun of irresponsible, neglectful parenting. There may be other people around Maya who help with childcare who are not featured in her videos, and the twins are constantly cared for. But I don't think that she realizes why people are calling her out for this. For many people, growing up around drinking parents who never gave them proper care and treatment was a reality. Seeing people like Maya act like this in videos, whether as a joke or not, can bring up those painful feelings for her followers and can start feeling personal. So while Maya is claiming that these are just jokes, she is hurting her followers and excuses their concern away as hate and stays ignorant to the reason behind it. I think Maya and her twin story is unique, and if shared correctly, I think it can be very comforting and relatable for many people. I think she could really do some good and help people who are going through everything she has as a young single mom of twins. But whatever Maya's original intention of posting about her daughters was, it's now turned into full blown exploitation. Her twins aren't even a year old, but Maya is already earning thousands of dollars a month while posting them. I'm not against making money off of TikTok and using it to improve the family's living situation or to give the children a life they deserve. But when kids become the only reason for a family's income and the decisions for their care stop being about what's best for the child and start being about what's best for the business, the parents start being dependent on regular uploads of the kids just as much as the fans become dependent on regular content of the kids and even feel entitled to them. Maya just recently posted a TikTok talking about how she's considering posting less of her kids because the internet and TikTok is toxic.
You guys, since the other day, I've really been thinking about how much I should show the girls because for obvious reasons that I don't really want to get into. The internet has proven once again to be a very toxic place, and TikTok especially. But I didn't start posting TikToks to make money. I was taking care of 2 babies every day by myself, and it was fun for me to make these videos. I was getting no views, making no money, and I just woke up one day and had this insane opportunity to provide for my kids. And I just want this to continue to be a place for me to have fun and document my kids.
It's unclear if by toxic she means the obsessive fans who are encouraged by her, or people calling out what she's doing to her kids. But from the comments, it seems that people are catching on to what's happening. Some fans are pointing out about how pretending to be part of the family is a boundary crossing behavior, and educating her naive fans about the fact that Maya is, in fact, making money from TikTok views. Ironically, as I was working on this video, Maya started her own YouTube channel. Just like her TikToks, so far her videos are centered around her children and feature them. So it seems like after reevaluating how much she's showing her girls, she decided to show them even more. As I said earlier, I think Maya sharing her motherhood journey can be done right, and joining YouTube could be a great way to expand her audience if she decides to do it ethically. Ultimately, I think it's important to realize that Maya Knight is one of thousands of parents online who choose to do this, and she's definitely not as problematic as other influencers whose success is based solely on the likeness of their children. I feel very sorry for all the kids who become celebrities before they even had the chance to realize they exist. What are your thoughts about Maya Knight and the way she uses her children as content? Do you think there should be some form of legislation to protect kids on the internet, similarly to traditional media, or should it be up to the discretion of the parent to control what they present online? What other topics do you want me to talk about? I'm looking forward to hearing your opinions and I appreciate your time today. Thank you for watching. See you in the next one.